Hello class. Today we are going to be learning about how to create and use a graphic organizer for pre-writing an essay. By creating a graphic organizer, we'll be able to organize ideas in writing to ensure coherence, logical progression, and support for ideas. Now, can anyone tell me what a graphic organizer is? Yeah. Okay, great job. A graphic organizer is a visual and graphic display that depicts the relationship between facts, terms, and or ideas with a learning task. Next, I'll play a video about graphic organizers so the class can see. Now it's over. So now, who feels they know a little bit more information about what a graphic organizer is? Good job. Awesome. So, is there only one graphic organizer available to use, or are there like multiple ones you can use? Yeah. Correct. So, there are many different types of graphic organizers we can use for pre-writing. Let's learn a little bit about them and work on one together so that later you will be able to create one on your own and use it to write your narrative rough drafts. So, now we are learning how to create graphic organizers so that when we begin writing our narrative writing essay, we will be able to organize ideas to ensure coherence, logical progression, and have support for ideas. Now, I need everyone to get into groups of 3, take out their note-taking spiral, and draw out the chart that I have provided on the whiteboard. Below I linked the KWL chart that will be written on the whiteboard. So, now, who can tell me what this is? Correct. It is a WKWL chart. We have used this before, haven't we? So, where it says topic, I need everyone to write down the word graphic organizer. Now, after watching the video, let's write down what we know about graphic organizers. Raise your hands and tell me what we know about graphic organizers. As we say what we know, be sure to write down in the know box everything you are saying. So talk amongst your groups and raise your hand when you have an answer for me. Great job, you guys. Now, for the next box, I want you to raise your hand and tell me everything you would like to know or would like to learn about graphic organizers. So talk within your groups, communicate, and see what would you like to know about graphic organizers. All right, these are all such great things to learn. Let's see what else we can learn about graphic organizers and see if we can answer some of the questions of what you guys would like to learn about them. I need everyone to flip their page as we go over the following PowerPoints. I want you to take notes, okay? So now we'll go over a graphic organizer PowerPoint, or I'll go over a graphic organizer PowerPoint with the students. And now, all right, guys, by the show of hands, who feels much more comfortable about what a graphic organizer is and how or what to use them for? Great, that's awesome. Now let's finish filling out our KWL chart. Raise your hands and tell me what you learned about graphic organizers after reviewing the slideshow with me. All right, you guys are so smart. Look at how much you learned about graphic organizers. Who realized that they actually just created a graphic organizer about graphic organizers? How awesome is that? You guys just created a mental picture and brought it to life on paper. You gathered information on graphic organizers from a video and slideshow, then created a chart to help you better understand what they are, an easier way to look back and retrieve information about graphic organizers in case you forget, right? Now, let's take a look at the structural elements that go into creating a narrative story. Who can tell me some elements we use to write a narrative story? Within your group, talk and tell me what you guys know, what elements you know that are used to create a narrative story. Fantastic job. Let's dig a little deeper into these elements by watching a video and going over a PowerPoint together. So then I linked a YouTube video over the elements, and I linked a PowerPoint over the elements that we will go over together. All right. Now, let's take a look at what we have learned and use that to create a graphic organizer for a narrative writing essay. So this is going to be like our pre-writing essay, right? So here is a handout right now. I'll hand out a worksheet that it says "Plan your story," and it'll have a box for the plot, setting, characters, theme, and point of view. The students will fill it out. So they're filling out another graphic organizer for their pre-writing for their narrative essay or their rough draft. So here's a handout of the graphic organizer I want you to use. Fill out the graphic organizer as a pre-writing tool to help you create your narrative writing essay you will be doing, okay? After you have completed your graphic organizer, I want you to bring them up to me so I can read over it and make sure you fully comprehend the elements needed for the narrative writing, okay guys? If you don't bring me if you do not bring it to me, you will not receive your notebook paper to be able to begin your rough drafts of the narrative writing. Once I give you your notebook paper, you may begin writing your rough drafts. Okay? Alright, and then the last 5 minutes or so, well, they'll finish their rough drafts. That's something that will be a formal grade, along with their graphic organizer over the elements. I'll grade both of those. I'll grade their rough draft. And then the last 5 minutes, we'll do an exit ticket to, I guess, pretty much see what they learned about the narrative writing, the elements of the narrative writing. So I will tell them, in the last 5 minutes of class, I will have you complete an exit ticket. After you complete the exit ticket, I want you to turn it into the box at the door. Then you're free to move to your next class. And then I added the exit ticket that they will be doing. It's defining the plot, define setting, and define point of view that they would use in their narrative writing in their rough draft.